Now, when you click, so you're clicking all over the place, right? If you click on Basic, if you go to Settings, and you click on Basic here, Settings, click on that, Basic, it will say, do you want to buy a domain for your blog? Now, this is where it gets really, really interesting. If you don't always want to be known as abbyvideoworks.blogspot.com because it's more difficult for people to remember abbyvideoworks.blogspot.com, you can change it to abbyvideoworks.com. And I'll show you how to do that. And it costs you $10. Say right here where it says buy a domain for your blog. It says domains are registered through a Google partner and cost $10 US funds for 1 year. As part of the registration, you'll also get a Google Apps account for your new domain. Already own a domain? Switch to advanced settings. Okay, so if I wanted to, for $10, buy the abbyvideoworks.com, which I would highly recommend you do, you buy your own domain, click on here. Click on Check Availability. And then it says, abbyvideoworks.com is available. Then it says 1 year domain registration for $10. That means you buy it for $10 for 1 year. No one can use that name except you. I would highly advise that you buy it for at least 2 years. If you really don't want money, $10 will get you a .com registration. I would highly advise that you get one of these. Then you can keep both, or you can just move it right to Abby Video Works or whatever your name is, .com. Now you have a .com. That is the most used and prestigious business directory you can get because it stands for commercial.com. Everybody knows what .com means, right? So it's much more advantageous to have Abby Video Works or whatever it is, .com than abbyvideoworks.blogspot.com. Okay. So I just wanted to show you that because a lot of people think, well, yeah, but how are they going to find me on the net? Well, for $10, they can find you on the net, and then it just transfers your blog. Anybody searching for either abbyvideoworks.com or abbyvideoworks.blogspot.com will be taken to the .com domain. So, clicking on Other, allow blog feed. Yeah, you always want to keep that to full. You just, what you want to do is you want to keep the settings on full until you're ready to play with the settings in here. And let's do this. Let's put in a video. Let's embed a video into Blogspot. Okay, ready? All right. So let's do a new post. So we're going to do a new post, right? I'm going to say, here is our video, right? And I'm going to put number 4 here, just to show, because this is the 4th post, right? Now, here's the thing. Remember what I told you about these 2 buttons? One's going to be a compose button, and one's going to be an HTML button. When you click that HTML, see, when you click compose, there's nothing there, right? There's no code. You're saved from viewing the code. As soon as you click on HTML, you see code. Don't let that scare you. You just always want to embed your video code either here, right after it says div and that lesser than sign, or place your cursor there and press enter. Now your cursor's been moved to the left-hand side of the page. Then do your embed code. So let's go and get a video, shall we? So I'm going to shrink this right down to nothing. And let's open up the YouTube account. YouTube. Here we come, Mr. YouTube. All right. So we're in our YouTube account. And say, for example, we can see this one. It says how to build your own web presence. Let's click on this one. We're going to bring this one over. And, of course, stop it from playing. Okay, so down here, you'll see it says share, right? Click on share. You do not want to use this code. This is what they call the short code. You want to use the embed code because embed code means that the entire video is going to show up and be playable automatically in your blog right away. So click on embed. And we'll go down here. Now you see how it's all blue? That just means it's selected. If you accidentally click on there and it goes, oh my gosh, it's not blue anymore, don't panic. You can always get that back. Just take your mouse button, left mouse button, and click and hold it. It doesn't matter whether you do it this way or this way. Front or back, it doesn't matter. As long as you make the entire text blue, you're good to go. Then right-click your mouse button once on the right, and then left-click your mouse button on copy. Now, that means you've copied that code, and we're going to take it back to here. Now, remember, you always have to click the HTML code because you're dealing with HTML or it won't work. It won't show up. So remember how we clicked on copy? Now we just right-click our mouse button on paste, and then left-click. Or you right-click on your mouse button and then left-click on paste. Now, what's happened is this. Interesting, because you see the same kind of HTML code you did in the beginning of the page. So now let's publish. Just click publish. That's it. So now let's take a look at it and see what it looks like in the real world, shall we? I love this stuff. It's always so exciting teaching people how to do very powerful stuff on the internet. Okay, look at that. All right. So here's our video. So now let's take a look. This is what it looks like in Classic. So the latest video will show up. This is what it looks like in Flipkart. Ha ha ha. As soon as you have a video or a picture, that's what's going to happen. Isn't that neat? It gives you a visual representation of what's inside that particular post. Let's take a look at the magazine layout. Isn't that nice? So your latest post is right here, and then your other posts are down below. Let's take a look at it in Mosaic. See how it just changes the layout? Let's take a look at it in Sidebar, in Snapshot, and see now. Remember what I said? If you have a picture associated, it's going to put it in Snapshot. It'll put it a little bit to the right and a little bit to the left. It looks really neat. And then let's put it in Time Slide. I kind of like magazine. So now let's find out if the video actually worked. And see what's nice right here? It says December 18th. It has a little date tag. I really like that. And it opens up the entire video. And let's see if the video starts to play. Oh, yes, it does. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now look. Wasn't that simple? Wasn't that easy? Oop, there you go. So, let's get out of there. Let's go back. Blogger. So what we've done today is we've gone into Blogger. We've created a couple of posts. We've shown you how to bring over a video. Very, very simple. And instead of a picture, I find video tells a story because it's much more entertaining. You've got moving video and audio. You can get that from the camera, built-in camera from your particular notebook computer. And either you can even do that from the microphone from your notebook computer, or get a microphone like this, and that will definitely improve the audio of your audio sound for your blog. So really, Blogger is not that big a deal to work with. And then you can go in and play with all the settings. Remember the settings that we had before? Let's go back in there and play some more. So so this is really, really important. If you're going to put adult content on here, and adult content is for anyone 18, so it could be the vulgarity or swear words or anything that you don't want children to see, just put, no, I don't have any adult content here. That way it will open up a lot more views when you do not have adult content there. Okay, so stats. Since we've just done this blog, what will happen is in stats, it will show you where your audience is coming from. It says, no stats yet, check back later. Well, I only did the blog like 5 minutes ago, so. All right, so let's create a page. Let's create a page in Blogger. So the first page is home, right? And that is your home page, what you see when a viewer goes to your page. So let's go back. Okay, you want to click on New Page right here. And now, here's something. If you want a blank page to add text and media, just like a page that you would post a blog on, you click that. If you want a web address to send readers to another web address, say that you've got another blog or a friend's blog or somebody that you want to, when somebody lands on your page, you want them to go to another page, that's the one you want to use, the web address blog. But for now, let's just do a blank page. We'll do an About Us page, right? That's very, very important. And then just click on About Us. And then put down here, we are a lot of fun. All right? So let's publish it and see what it looks like. Oh, this is so exciting. Now you have a home page and you have an About page. Let's go take a look. AbbeyVideoWorks.blogspot.com. Okay, so Flipkart, magazine, we'll click on there. Did I add that page? I'm sure I added that page. Show pages as. Okay, so one thing that I forgot to do is don't show. So I've got the default on don't show. Don't go to all the trouble of showing a page, building a page and then not showing it, unless you're working on the page and you don't want anybody to see at the time. For example, you might be working on your About Us page for a couple of days. You want to get some information about you, your education, your credentials, your CV, whatever you want to put out there. And you don't want to publicize it to anybody. So click on Don't Show for a couple of days. Now, when you decide to show that page, you can click on, you have your choice. You've got top tabs, side links, and Don't Show. Let's go top tabs and then Save Arrangement. Now it should show up. Boop. There you go. You see right here, it says magazine, layout, and then About Us. And there we go. We are a lot of fun. So let's go back and add another page. Right? We can do this all day. So another page. New page. Let's put in a contact page. Contact us here. And then I'll put in 778-908. Oops. I almost gave you my personal cell phone number. That wouldn't have been good. And publish. All right. Now you've got 3 pages, don't you? You've got a home page, you've got an About page, and a Contact Us Here page. Let's take a look. La da da da. There you go. Magazine, which is going to be called Home Page. You're going to have an About Us page, and you're going to have a Contact Us Here page. And you can put all your contact information, your email address, if you have a brick and mortar store, put your brick and mortar address in there. If you have a map, put a Google map down there and all that kind of stuff. So now, what have we done? We've gone into Blogger, we've created a blog, we've imported a video, we've put a couple of blog entries together, we've created 3 pages, and we have allowed mobile platforms. That means any smartphone can now get a hold of, you can go directly right now, this instant, to AbbeyVideoWorks.blogspot.com and see this particular blog, and it'll load up really, really fast. I think that's really important. Don't underestimate the power of cell phones, because in the next couple of years, cell phone growth will just go crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed your time with us. I've really enjoyed showing you how to get a free Blogspot blog. So let's just see. All we have to do is get out of here. So that's all there is to it. Simple, isn't it? You know, if you just grab a cup of coffee or a glass of orange juice like I've got here, most of the time, if you just take a look at the layout of the blogging platform, a lot of the time it's self-explanatory, and it will give you really, really good tutorials. Just sometimes people want a more in-depth look. They want to say, what happens when you press this button? What happens when you press this button? What happens when you go into this setting? You can screw up, but remember, your screw-ups in a blog platform like this can always be fixed. There's almost always a button that says, return to original. So you just click that, or the default, you click that, boom, you're back in business. Any other comments or suggestions that you want us to cover on the show, please give us an email at abbotsfordsmallbusiness@gmail.com or our Magic Jack number, 778-800-0246. Hope you're enjoying the educational podcasts that we're doing. And remember, we're doing it for the small and medium-sized businesses within the Fraser Valley. We really think that we need to support you more. You guys are doing a great job. And, you know, small business is what's driving the economy now. So let's help each other out. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next show. Bye-bye. Take care.